So, hello. Another day, and today I feel just like being. Just, well, right now I feel like it. Yesterday and day before, I was very angry and pumped, and somehow just felt like doing things, and I don't know, there was just anger, and the way I released it was I went to the lake and I screamed and jumped and that kind of stuff. And it always feels good and releases the anger. I'm not sure if I should maybe go to the roots of the anger more and find out why it's there and where it's coming from. Even I have some ideas, but is it better to release it like with sound and moving, or is it right to maybe release it on people that I feel it towards? Sometimes I feel like they deserve it and I should do it, and maybe I'm just playing too nice. I don't know, just the kind of things I'm thinking about right now. I just started recording and trying to think of things to express. I feel like, and even this I have said before, but I will say it again. I just feel like I don't have so much experience in life that I am qualified to give advice and answers, but what I can do is just tell how I feel and what I'm doing, and maybe what I have done. And that reminds me about one subject that I wished to talk about, which is why I quit the army. Because in Finland it is still mandatory for all men of the age 18 to go to the army for half a year to 1 year. And yeah, I could talk about that maybe this time. So yeah, it was like 3 years ago, no, 4, and I was going there like when there was this draft thing. I was pretty okay with it and just thought that it's something everybody does and yada yada. But during that time I was also interested in which things which were new to me back then, and they were just mushrooms and spirituality, and I was no one there. I was just I was talking about the army, and I was interested in mushrooms and spirituality, and at that time I had also a great like desire to travel. I was really interested in backpacking, and I had some money, and I wanted to do that also. But I put that all aside and went to the army, because it's what men do, and in the army you become man, they say. But I went there, and it was just so, to me it was just stupid and childish at some level, because there was just these one older guys that were telling us what to do, and I was okay with that. I was just going with it. I just always thought that, wow, this is stupid, but I went with it. And then just one evening I was watching myself in the mirror with my head shaved and in the army clothes, like the green clothes, and I just remember the moment I was watching myself in the mirror and thought, this is not what I am, like, this is not who I am, like, I really don't belong here. And yeah, it was actually quite easy to get out of there, because in the following days there was this medical checkup, and they gave us these papers to fill, and there was just this column where they asked, have you used any illegal drugs, and which one? And I just said, I use cannabis. The doctor called me in, and I said, yes, I use cannabis. He said, are you willing to stop? And I said, no, I cannot promise that I will not smoke during the service. And that was that. And yeah, that was actually the release, and after that it was just packing things up and getting out of there. But the hardest part was calling my parents, especially my dad, about it, because he was pretty like not army man per se, but like that kind of old way of thinking that it is very important that you go to army, and there is this kind of social stigma against people that not very much anymore, but there is still this mentality that people that leave the army are pussies and all that, and I was struggling with that back then. But I got out of there, and after that I decided to go travel, and I went to backpacking. I went to 1 month in Nepal and 2 months in Indonesia, and that was really great experience, and I wish to travel again, because I have had this wish lately to make a little money and travel, because right now because of the situation, well, because of this the way I see the world and what's happening. I just wish to be free, and I'm kind of bored to just live here, even though I am very grateful and all that, but just I have been lately what I have been like watching and studying, and what I have learned, and what I wish now is to be more independent and know my value and just go do what I want to do, even though I have no idea, absolutely no idea what it would be right now. But I am happy, content, let's say, and I trust the world, the universe, and the God and the spirits, and all is good. Let's see what the future brings, and I'm trying to think of some very cool ending up to this, that I can just say some cool line and then press stop button, but I think I lost the opportunity for that, so I will see you next time.